toxic masculinity, that's a hilarious expression, because you need to thank toxic masculinity for all the bridges, all the jets, all the rockets, all this toxic masculinity. If you break down all the things that men have invented, and all these toxic men have prevented like you from being murdered in war and protected the country and all the different things that you could attribute to toxic masculinity, most of it's positive. Toxic masculinity is a ridiculous thing to say. There's terrible men. There's terrible human beings that happen to be men. There's also terrible human beings that happen to be women. There's not toxic femininity. They just happen to be women who developed in a terrible way, most likely with bad parents, most likely abuse, physical and or sexual, and then they become a monster at the end of all this process. This is the same with men. Bad men are just bad human beings that happen to be men. And when you see terrible things happen, it's not because of toxic masculinity. It's because it's a bad person. I believe in the individual. There's individuals, and some of them are bad and some of them are good. But if you just want to generalize against all men, like you're on an uphill road. There's too many, and obviously not me, I've never invented anything, but there's too many things that men have done that are positive. There's way too many. There's too many things. If you wanted to have like a scoreboard, and you wanted to compete men versus women, what are you going to say when you look at all the different accomplishments that men have made? And obviously it's not me and it's not you. I'm not talking about us, like that we're on a team. But I'm saying like just this concept that men are bad. And you hear this a lot today, especially white men. I don't want to hear from white men. Okay, well that's crazy because there's a lot of nice white men. Like this is dumb.
Phil Donahue.
Yeah, he's one of them. But just this idea that you can generalize about one entire group, whether it's by gender or whether it's by race or by anything. But you can do that with white men. You can't really do that with brown women. You can't say, here's a problem with black women. You know, all black women are this, that. People go, you're a racist piece of shit. But if you say, here's the problem with white men, both are gross.